Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy. I'm here today with Becca, and we are finishing up the first batch of Love is Blind Season 10, episodes 4-6. Good morning, Becca.
Good morning, Amy. How are you?
I'm okay. How is it in your sunny, warm part of the country?
It's actually a little foggy this morning, but it's been, the Super Bowl has been here this week.
Right.
And it's just been, the city has been in a beautiful mood. The sun's been out. There's just been fun things going on all week. It's really been a lovely week.
It's a very crappy week in the Northeast. However, they're saying in a week or two, we're going to get into the 30s. So very excited.
That's
excited.
nice. Because it's been, what, 3? Isn't that
it was 3 yesterday with the feels like temperature of negative 25. Because the wind gusts were 45 miles an hour.
So you need to just stay inside because they could one of those gusts can just grab you and take you away.
Yes. Well, I mean, you'd have to be a much bigger gust, but yes. Guys, we are loving this season.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
Yes.
And you know what it is? I don't know if I mentioned this to you or to Mary Payne. So if I'm repeating myself, just say, Amy, stop it. But like these people feel kind of like normies. Like they're very good looking normies, but I'm not getting influencer vibes off them except for Alex.
Yeah. Like I'm not getting that Amber's going to have a brand deal after this and like posting it on her Instagram.
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong, but they do. They feel like just regular old people living their lives.
Yeah, it's interesting. And maybe it's because they're from Ohio. I don't know. Like, if you want to be like a hot influencer, you don't go to Ohio. You know what I mean? And I'm somebody who lives in Pennsylvania, so like I'm not throwing shade, but
yeah,
because we are very similar. But yeah, it just they feel somewhat normal.
Yes.
We've had some twists and turns in episode 6 that I'm really not happy about.
No.
And so let's start with episode 4, shall we?
We shall. Let's go.
Episode 5, I think, was a nothing burger.
Yeah, it was a little like womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, like everybody got to Mexico. Oh, why are Vic and Christine not in Mexico?
One of them doesn't have a passport. Who do we think it is, Christine or Vic?
Oh, is that what you think?
That's what I think. They couldn't leave the state. They couldn't leave the country because they don't have a passport.
That's a good assumption. But like, wouldn't that be a requirement?
One would think.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless it didn't come in time.
I'm going to blame it on her just because he feels like he has his shit together.
He feels like he may have gone to Canada for like a professor teaching thing or like a speaking engagement.
He traveled the world.
Yes. He's a scholar.
So into that guy. But because they're because they're in Malibu, we don't get much of them.
No, it's like Christine and Vic who?
I need people to see Vic and be like, oh.
Yeah,
that's what I'm missing. Okay.
Well, I feel like she was seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So in episode 4, Connor breaks up with Emma, and later she's she's devastated. Remember, because he was her number 1. Put a pin in that. So she's like, should I go with my number 2? Like you could tell she's kind of doing the how's it gonna look if I do the Zach Bliss situation, right? So she's like, what should I do? I don't want, my number 2 to feel like my number 2, blah, blah, blah. But she's like, I did come here to find love, so I should try.
Yeah. I feel this season, these people are the most the most in tune with knowing how people are going to take their picks. Like, I don't want this to be assumed. I want them to know they were still,
They're starting to understand what it looks like to an audience because they probably have watched it now.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you never saw a lick of this show, if you're being cast on it, you're going to run back and watch all 10 seasons, all 9 seasons.
At least you're going to watch the season before yours.
You're going to know like what not to do. Don't ask a woman if I could put her on my shoulders for a music festival. Don't pull a Zach and Bliss and, chase her down after the pod saying I made a mistake. Don't talk about cuties. at all.
No
At all.
cuties. No cuties.
So like things like that. Do you know what I mean?
They're becoming self-aware, dare I say.
The machines are becoming self-aware. So let's go to Devontae and Brittany. She checks in on him regarding his grandpa. Remember his grandpa passed?
Yeah.
And she jokes that she worked out and doesn't smell great, but that's what's so fabulous about dating in a pod is you can't tell that I don't smell good. He confides in her that his dad pieced out of his life at like 3 or 4 years old. And then he kind of saw him again once at a game when he was like 18. And his mom was like, did anybody ever approach you? And he's like, well, yeah, like one guy said hi to me. That was his dad.
That was sad. Yeah.
It was really
a
sad.
tough story.
So he chokes up and says he's working through this with his therapist and he wants to be a father and be a great father.
Yeah.
Brittany loves her mom, says, I do my mom's nails all the time for her. I want to be a mom like she's a mom. And then she mentions she's in a season of celibacy.
Yes. So reading in between the lines, I think she is going to church and religion and church is important to her.
Yeah.
And I think maybe she's like deciding to not have sex right now because she's putting that first.
Okay. So he proposes, she accepts.
Yes.
So they are another couple at this point. So then we have Jess and Chris. Remember Chris, you know, I'm going to push you. I'm going to ice bath you. But he has chosen Jess.
Who's not into it.
I love this woman.
I think she's fabulous.
She's fabulous. And she says yes. He proposes. She says yes. Now let's talk about their reveal. I wrote, I think they're really good and really into each other.
They seem to be. Yes. Sparks were flying. Yeah.
Are we going to regret this? Maybe.
Maybe.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mike and Emma. So remember, he is her number 2, but she is his number 1. You know, this is complicated because you are dating a bunch of people at the same time. I think in Love is Blind world, we need to normalize that if your number 1 flakes out on you, you could go to your number 2.
Because I do feel like you're probably into them the same. Like it's not 1 or 2. It's who you just saw last has affected you the most.
Well, you know how you and I would be in there.
Oh, I'd be
flip flop.
And I feel like I would have a lot of people in love with me too. I think I would be very dangerously charming. The Libra would come out.
You put a Libra in these pods.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yeah. I agree. Very dangerous. So now, even though he was her number 2, Emma kind of reframes this in real time and is like, oh, my second ended it. I'm like, girl, he was your first. No, you're not good. And she says, he ended it with me. It wasn't mutual. And I don't want that to negate what we have. I do really like you. They're cute together. And I like this guy.
I like him. He said something this episode, or maybe in this chunk of episodes, where he's like, basically, I'm going to wear you down till you want kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good. Listen, we said this when he was wooing her. If you are not connected on this issue, if you're not on the same page on kids, what are you doing?
This is not like we can't decide on what to paint the bathroom. This is like one of us wants something that is so drastically life-changing and the other doesn't.
And I also wonder too, you know, it's in the editing, so we don't know. Is she giving him false hope? You know what I mean? Because it's on her also to be like, no children. No, thank you. No, thank you, daddy.
Are they editing her a certain way? Yeah.
Right. So later she gives him some letters her mom has written. They're very cute. Mom did these Christmas letters where she wrote about all the kids. And so he learns a lot about Emma because the mother's writing about Emma. Very cute.
It's very cute. Very cute.
We also learned that Mike's a scrapbooker.
Yeah. I never met a man who scrapbooks, but I like it.
Not only am I like, I never met a man who scrapbooked, but I never met a man who scrapbooked in 2025. It's like... Okay. So they talk about kids and he says, and I think this is a good thing to say, what if we did gene testing?
Yes.
And if we did the genetic testing and you were okay, and she says, I'll be honest with you, And this is interesting because I know people in my life who don't want to have children for this reason. I feel like I'm selfish. And I will say you do have to be pretty selfless.
Yeah. Like you really are giving up the last cookie all the time.
All the time. But that doesn't mean that you will feel that way when you have children.
No.
Like you can be the most selfish person and then have children and you lose that part of yourself, right? So I'm just saying that because it's not necessarily a deal breaker. People change, especially she's 27.
She's young. She's the youngest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can still be selfish, but you can't be selfish with your children. So it's like you can still project that into the world if you want.
I agree. And I mean, look at Cody Brown.
Yeah.
He says, when you are feeling selfish, I'll take the brunt of the work. No.
That's
Stop
called
it.
resentment.
Stop it.
Yeah. No.
Recipe for resentment. Good. So she says she's worried about the finances. He does say, look, and I agree with him here. Like, I got myself into debt a few years ago. I worked really hard to get out of it. And, we do have a lot of support around us in the form of our families.
Yeah.
And that is a good point.
And they both seem to have good families from what they've explained and told us. So,
yeah. Okay. Are you ready to go over to Breezy and Spees?
I don't know.
There's something about this woman that just drives me crazy.
She's
too much.
She's
too much.
Yeah.
She says, thank you for knowing I'm a lot and loving me anyway. Here's the thing. Like, listen, I'm not for everyone.
No,
same. But I don't lean into that.
I try to lean away from being a lot.
Exactly. Like, I feel like she knows that she's a lot. And instead of trying to temper herself in situations, she leans into it and kind of, well, I'm a lot. This is just who I am. No,
I can behave however I want because I'm a lot.
Yeah. So he proposes, she says yes. So I'm going to say that their reveal isn't great.
No, I don't feel sparks.
I don't feel like she's into him really.
No.
He doesn't re-propose. He just kind of shoves the ring on her finger.
Yeah.
She keeps talking about how sweaty his hands are.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying he's 5'11" and 3/4.
Yeah. I feel like she saw him and she just got the ick.
Yeah, I agree. And he's cute. I mean, he's fine. Yeah.
But sweaty palms aren't for everyone.
I will say this about him. Of all the guys he's that make it to the end, he's probably the most average looking.
I would say
you would just see him at, I'm going to date myself here, but you would just see him at the Kmart.
Yeah.
Just shopping. Hey, Connor, what's up? Yeah. So Tyler is now talking to the girls. I thought this was interesting. And it sounded like she had a connection with Vic.
Yeah. But we never saw Vic with anyone else.
And she's glad that Christine has connected with Vic because she loves them together. She thinks they're great together. And Bree is there. And Bree kind of, for no reason other than I think to stir the pot, brings up that Tyler had the redo with Kevin. Yeah. Oh, well, what did you call that when you left and then came back? I'm like, girl, you are stirring the pot for no reason. Okay. Now we are going to go to Kia and Kevon. Kevon.
This is good.
So she gives him a watch. It's good, but not yet.
Yeah.
She gives him a watch. She says, listen, it's okay if it takes a few more ticks to understand where you're at with this experiment. Everything is where it is. And he confesses, I don't have a great job. I don't have any money, but I'm figuring it out. And he gives her a little basketball. And at this point, I wrote, this guy, he's not ready. No. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No. Has he dated women before? Maybe this is the first time he's like dated multiple women. I don't know. Like he's not. Yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't have a good job, he's still figuring things out. And that's okay.
That's okay.
But don't go on a reality show where you're going to get married.
No, he's not. He's very immature. Like I feel like in each room with each of those women, he's very immature.
And he does this thing where he keeps calling them by their name instead of saying you.
Yes. Like he's trying to remember who he's
Yeah,
with.
he's like, I think I got to let Kia win. I got to let Kia win. And then he goes, I got to let everyone win. I'm like, what?
But I don't like that language because it's not about winning per se. This is about the rest of your life and finding a partner.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. So she goes back into the women's quarters and she's got the basketball. And she's like, oh, look at this little gift I got. Da, 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 da. Tyler fucking loses it.
If looks could kill.
She storms out and goes into that pod all hot.
All hot.
And she's like, look, it's me and Kia, and I can't with this shit anymore. We're sitting in a room every day and we're just sitting ducks. And I want to be someone's undeniable choice.
Yeah. She wanted to go into the pods and just have somebody who was just into her from day one.
I don't blame her.
But that's not the game you're set up to come to play.
No, it's not. It's not. I could never do this.
Oh, no. I joke, but my feelings would get hurt every day.
I would be like, so blink twice if I'm number one, cough if I'm number one. Yes. Like I would need to know my status at all times, like, with everybody.
Do you like me? Yes, yeah, it would be annoying. Yeah.
So he's like, I just don't want to let anybody down. I wrote, nope, that's not what this is about. So she says, what I need from you today is for you to make a decision. So he says, when I hear your name, my face lights up, Tyler. You've been so steady and into this and fighting for us, and that's true love. And she's like, so what are you going to do, Kevin? And he says, I'm choosing Tyler. Okay, this feels good. I'm choosing Tyler. So now she says she has to pee. Can we take a 10-minute break? But I don't see her ever pee.
No, she goes and does some shots. I think she wants
to tell them.
She wanted to go back in there and tell everybody he picked me, he picked me, he picked me.
Yeah. And now it's like, well, should he tell Kia? Because she runs into Christine and Emma and they're kind of talking her through this. The time we get a little like signal post of the timing because the chocolate chip cookies are still on the counter.
Yes.
That Jordan made.
I clocked them right away.
I did too. They look absolutely delicious.
Delish.
So Tyler goes back in the pod and says, I need you to tell Kia because if I were her, I would want you to tell me. And he starts backtracking.
Yeah.
And he's like, it was a hard choice. And she's like, why was it a hard choice? Now he starts talking about how amazing Kia is, how hard this and she's like, oh my fucking God. She says, what is happening right now? And she's like, how are we talking about wedding and engagement? And you're clearly not ready. And she says, I am not spending a night in that hotel. Yeah. If I'm feeling this way, I will not come back. You're either my husband or you're not. And Tyler says, he goes, Tyler, don't go. No, you're the one, like the Willy Wonka at the end. No, stop. Don't go.
Please.
I want to be with you. This guy can't make a decision. So he finally decides Tyler's the one and he goes into the pod and she's not there.
Yeah. Good.
Loved it.
He's not ready. He's not the man for you. She was she was forcing it so badly. And I'm so glad she did not come back into that pod.
Yeah, I agree. In episode 5, we get the Devontae and Brittany reveal. I don't think she was into him. There's a lot of women not being into them.
No, I feel like she was trying to force herself to like him.
She says, I was expecting a little bigger. He was very sweaty and sticky. And he's someone I would not have gone into, like I would not have gone for in a bar.
Yeah. She would never even looked his way, she said.
He tells the camera he's never dated a woman of color.
Yeah.
Did they talk about race? Because I know that they kind of did. And she said, well, with a name like Devontae, I kind of know.
Yes.
Which I thought she was insinuating that he was either mixed race or he was a black man. Like I wasn't sure.
That's what I picked up from it. But I think she made a comment maybe when she was looking into the mirror, either right before she goes back into the quarters or right before she goes out. I can't remember. Where she said, I purposely didn't want to tell him that I was Latina, that I was of like Latina descent because I didn't want that to cloud his vision of what I looked like. So I think she was very coy about her looks.
Okay. I don't think he's into her.
No, it's not his type.
This blows my mind because this woman is a fucking smoke show.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay. Mike and Emma propose, and their reveal, I think, is fine. They seem into each other. He talks about how he didn't even notice the scars because he's looking at her eyes and he's looking at her face, and he thinks she is so beautiful, and she is.
She's very pretty. Yeah.
In the men's quarters, Kevin is still agonizing.
Oh God, Kevin.
And he tells the men that Tyler ghosted him, and Vic says, I think you dodged a bullet, bro. And I do agree.
I do agree.
You know, it's this editing, right? Like Tyler seems like she's being very dramatic about things.
Yes.
But is this guy driving her fucking crazy?
Is she crazy or is he driving her crazy? And I think he was driving her crazy.
I feel like it might be a little bit of both.
It was underlying there, but he poked it and made it come out.
Yeah. So now we get, I can't even tell you, feminist hero we didn't know we needed.
Stand up and applaud. Yep.
Okay, so Kia and Kevin are in the pods together, and he's like, I'm picking Kia. And then I wrote, in a masterclass of choosing yourself, she gives the feminist speech every woman needs to watch.
Yep, it was amazing.
He says, Kia, you truly are a flower that has bloomed, and you're not demanding, and I love you. And he's like, I have to. He's like, I admit and I have to own it. I asked Tyler to go forward, and I made a decision out of pressure, but I don't want you to think you're anybody's second option. She's like, before you continue.
Yes, I love that part. Let me
First of all, I did not feel like a second option. So let's put that out there, which I thought was gracious.
Yeah, because I would have if I was in that love triangle.
100%. And then she says, before you talk, because we've spent a lot of time listening to your feelings, I'd like to speak.
I loved it.
I think you are great. You're a wonderful man, and you'll make a wonderful husband. And I have love for you. However, I am not falling in love with you. You are not the one for me. You are not ready for this. I mean that with love. And one might say, maybe you shouldn't have come here. But I do think there's beauty in trying. But your heart is not even ready for this. And to be clear, Tyler also deserved more.
Yeah,
I have to choose myself every time. And then she says to him, you need to get your shit together.
Yes. Oh, I loved it. I rewound it and watched it twice. I was like,
good for you, Kia. I love
proud. So proud. Yeah.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Today's episode is brought to you by Factor Meals. It is freezing here in the Northeast. I think it was like the wind chill was -25 the other day. And when it's like that, I am so grateful to have a bunch of Factor meals in my refrigerator, and I don't have to leave the house. Factor makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs, so you eat well without the planning or the cooking. Factor Meals uses quality functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. There's no refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and no refined seed oils. Factor Meals offers 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious throughout the winter. They also have various menus for whatever your dietary choice is. My favorite is the GLP-1 support menu. Let me tell you what I ate this week. The Parmesan and garlic cream shredded beef with cauliflower, peppers, and tomatoes. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm a huge cauliflower person, so I'll eat it however, and this was absolutely perfect. I also, close second, would be the honey butter chicken breast with Yukon mash, zucchini, and caramelized onions. And what's so great about Factor is there's just enough for you. So you don't have to deal with leftovers. You don't waste anything. It really makes you feel good about your diet and what you're eating. Factor meals are always fresh, never frozen. I use Factor meals and you should too. Head to factormeals.com/littlemiss50off and use code littlemiss50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. I've told you guys before, my kids love their breakfasts. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active. Again, that's factormeals.com/littlemiss50 off using code littlemiss50 off. The link is in the show notes. Thank you, Factor. Today's show is sponsored by Dame Products. This Valentine's Day, many of our reality TV couples are struggling to connect.
Struggling is one way to put it.
You know what could bring some of these couples closer, Amanda?
Therapy and self-introspection?
No. Well, yes. And a little shopping spree at Dame Products.
Imagine what Dame's Eva wearable vibrator could do for Lisa and Daniel. Eva is a hands-free wearable vibrator that stays in place during partnered sex. Designed for a secure and comfortable fit, it really is the ideal sex toy for couples.
I cannot imagine her in her wig trying that out. But hey, you never know.
You never know.
If you guys find yourselves without a partner this Valentine's Day, like any one of our souls on the single life, why not treat yourself to some much-deserved self-pleasure? For example, Amanda, I have heard from a friend that the Min vibrator is fantastic.
Funny, I've heard that from a friend as well.
Yes. I mean,
yes.
You could think of Min as your classic mini wand, but softer, sleeker, and more powerful. And most Dame products now use USB-C charging. Finally, one less cable to stress about. I mean, imagine what the Min could do for our girl Liz. Could she make better choices and learn to find her own pleasure?
It absolutely couldn't get any worse than her previous choices.
True.
Dame believes pleasure is health. Their products are thoughtfully designed to help you connect with yourself and your partner in ways that feel effortless and exciting.
Right now, Dame is offering 20% off site-wide, their biggest sale of the year when you shop at Dame.com. And Dame is so much more than vibrators, guys. They have a ton of sexual health items for women, like Desire gummies, lube, massage oil candles, and more.
And Amy, Rick is going to be thrilled to learn they have a throw waterproof sex blanket made from ultra soft cotton. No more of that tarp that he brought.
No, better than the tarp, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Throw is a circular sex blanket with hidden waterproof layer that keeps things mess-free and a pouch that keeps it travel-ready. Breathable and compact, it's designed for whatever you're into, from period sex to breakfast in bed to picnic under the stars.
Or a trip to Madagascar. Go treat yourself. That's 20% off everything at Dame.com. And just a heads up, everyone, if you want it in time for Valentine's Day, the expedited shipping deadline is February 10th. So that's like right now or has passed. And you know what? You don't have to wait for Valentine's Day. You can explore self-pleasure any time of the year.
Be your own Valentine every day.
And tell them Little Miss Recap sent you. Thank you, Dame.
Thank you, Dame.
Okay. Let me see. Halfway through episode 5, we're heading to Cabo, but not Vic and Christine, who are going to Malibu.
Yeah. And it's disconnected them from the group. We don't get to see them.
No.
They don't get to connect and like have that first like, oh my God, you're you.
Yeah. Cabo is Bree's happy place. Are you shocked?
No, not at all.
I do want to read the final couples then for everybody.
Yes, there's a lot of them too.
And I'm going to ask you, and we're going to do this poll right now.
Okay.
If you think, so I'm going to write it down on my sheet here.
Okay.
All right. Christine and Vic, do they make it?
I want to say yes, because I believe in their love.
Okay. So Amy, yes. Becca, yes. Okay. All right. We have Amber and we have Jordan.
No.
I say no too. Are we all going to be the same? Alex and Ashley, no.
No.
Okay. Jessica and Chris, no.
No, I don't think so.
Bree and Connor, I think they might.
No,
you say no, I say yes.
No.
Okay. I'll explain why later.
Okay.
Devontae and Brittany, no.
Nope.
No.
I don't even know if they're going to make past these episodes.
They might not even make it back to Ohio.
Yeah.
Mike and Emma, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make it long term.
No.
But I think they'll make it to the wedding.
I think they'll have like a successful 3 to 4 year marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will be, I think we're just two different people at two different places.
I agree. So going into the trip to Mexico, I wrote, I would say that the strongest couples are Vic and Christine, Jessica and Chris at this point. This is when I was watching. Mike and Emma, Amber and Jordan. That's who I thought were the strongest couples going into this.
I would agree with that. Yes.
Okay. So Devontae and Brittany, I wrote potential issue is her race. He keeps talking about it.
Yeah.
She's not his usual type. They actually have a talk about her heritage.
Yep.
And they're talking about whether or not they were able to guess if they were people of color in the pods. And she says, or he says, she pretty much sounds white.
Yeah.
And she says, my father's Black, my mother's Colombian, and my mom was adopted when she was 2 days old. Her grandparents were missionaries and they were white. Were they LDS?
Oh, it had to have been.
Right? They're the big missionary
Yeah.
people. The Jesuits are too.
Yeah.
So they're cozy on their first night. He seems to really be loving her. Like, but don't forget, she's in a season of celibacy.
Yes.
So we don't have any details around this, but Jessica has real strong political views.
Mm-hmm. She kind of warns him, listen, I'm on Instagram, I'm liking, I'm subscribing, I'm watching. Yes.
And she also says, I can't watch the news, which I think that tells me where she stands politically.
Yes.
And I don't know about Chris, but he says he appreciates this about her. So I'm assuming they're on the same page.
Yeah.
Or at least maybe he's neutral. Do you know what I mean?
And I definitely understood he was picking up what she was throwing. Like, that's the vibe I got.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Potential issue with these two, I wrote at this point, is that he loves to work out.
Yeah. He also loves to talk about how perfect they are together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to kind of like, because she said several times, like, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'd be a BDF.
Oh, I want her to be my doctor.
Yeah. Like, she's great.
She's great.
So she sees running as punishment. She's like, it's not happening.
Same.
It's not happening. Jordan and Amber are cute together, but we have to talk about what production is doing to this poor man. Yeah. They're showing him like he is this big oaf.
Like he's Shrek.
He's always like, my belly's out. And then he's got the CPAP machine. He's always eating. Later, they do something else to him. I forget what it is. And I'm just like, can we stop?
It's a little rude at this point. Like it's every time. And it's not just like he's eating nicely. It's always the spoon going into his open mouth. Like, yeah.
And I just wrote, like, could you imagine if the sexes were reversed here? Like, there's no way if Amber was being treated this way or was this way like that, he would be into her. No way.
No.
Mm-mm.
He'd be in his little confessionals like,
yep.
Can you see the way she's always eating?
Yep.
She has a CPAP. How's that sexy?
Exactly.
Yep.
Come on over here, Jordan, is all I have to say. I don't have a CPAP yet.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm staring down the barrel of it. All right. Let's talk about Alex and Ashley. Probably my two least favorite people. Definitely on this season. Maybe in the last couple seasons. I hate this guy.
I hate this guy. And I'm not too fond of her. Like, I just kind of think she exists. But I'm worried about her.
Well, he's not too fond of her either.
No.
So, yeah. So they're talking on the couch. And she says she's into romance books. Now, remember, we already went down the railway of The Alchemist. So we already did that.
I think that was more him than her, though.
So she's like, I like romance books. I like smut. And she says she just finished reading Fourth Wing. So, I have to look up all these books whenever they mention a book. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros is the first book in the Empyrean series, a new adult fantasy romance about, I'm going to fuck these names up, Violent Sorrengail, who is forced to join a brutal war college for dragon riders, despite her fragile body, facing deadly challenges and a ruthless wing leader, Zayden Ryerson. I can't say these names.
Yeah.
It's like doing a summary of Game of Thrones. While uncovering secrets about her kingdom, the novel gained massive popularity through Book Talk and features themes of war, romance, and survival, with the author drawing from her own experience with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome to create the protagonist. So there we go.
It's a very popular book. Almost everyone I know has read it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
I didn't, no.
But yeah.
Because I have a hard time with books where I can't say the people's names. So
yeah, well,
I get lost in the characters.
Well, he likes her little fantasy novel, but you know what?
God.
He's into stoicism. What a fucking douchebag.
I
and he's
can't.
like, but I can't read someone's interpretation. I have to like go to the text.
Stop.
And interpret it
Scrolls.
myself.
Stop.
Oh my God. And he goes, like, Letters to a Stoic by Epictetus, I think the name is. And I looked it up, and that's not even the name of the book, which gives me such joy. It's Letters from a Stoic. That gives me great joy. I don't know why. And he's like, I don't even do Cliff Notes, bros. Those are for pussies. I don't do Cliff Notes. Whatever.
When he started to talk and they were sitting on the couch, I got the ick from my own couch. And I was just like,
guys,
stop.
This is manosphere shit. This is manosphere shit.
I can't.
And then there's a lot of don't look at me with those eyes. You know what you're doing with those eyes. It was weird. And it framed what I don't like about him. And again, I thought this was so hot when I was in my 20s. So like, I get it. But whenever you hear that kind of language, like, don't look at me with those eyes, you know what you're doing. It frames the woman as some kind of seductress.
Yes. Like she's
the
got
woman
him.
is the manipulator.
Yes.
And it plays into the whole like Salem witch trial. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
If it's just you and your husband and it's been established and that's your thing, fine. But like, he's just met her.
And it's kind of taking away any responsibility from you of having sex. It's you seduced me. You were the seducer. I couldn't keep my hands off of you the way you were.
Yep.
And it takes anything of, well, I didn't want to have sex. You seduced me.
Yeah, she seduced me.
Yeah.
So she says she's very confident and she thinks that confidence is very attractive to a man.
I think it is.
It is, but not to this man.
Not to this type of man. Nope.
Just wait and see. He wants you broken.
And he's going to try.
Yep. So she says she's very sexual, but very loyal.
Mm-hmm.
We end episode 5 on a good note. Okay. Everybody seems fine.
Yep.
So episode 6, this is literally my first line. Alex is so gross. I hate him.
Ugh.
They are on a couch together talking about having sex, and he makes a comment about her having a favorite position. And now that we're on the couch, I might see it again soon. Stop.
Gross. Ugh.
Later, of course, because he can't help himself and it's in the Manosphere playbook, he's like, where are we going to be in 5 years? Where are we going to be in 10 years? Where are we going to be?
Yeah.
And they plan on, and I'm sorry if anybody out there is like, hey, I do the where do we see ourselves in 5 years? We all do. It just feels gross coming from this guy.
It felt very aggressive coming from him.
Yeah. So he's like, I love living in different countries. I love it. And they both love David and Victoria Beckham.
That's their couple goals.
I'm like,
well, maybe. Let's see how the sun thing's gonna pan out.
So then she's like, I want to be like Posh Spice. I love her. And he goes, it won't be hard. You're up there already. And she goes, hey, I'll take it. And he says, I bet in a couple ways that you're disgusting. And you are making comments about her to a national audience.
You are
Timmy would never talk about me in this way.
Steve would never speak about me.
No. This is gross.
He's so gross.
He's objectifying her. It's gross. She's not doing that to him.
And he's doing it to like he's making the whole world think that about her. And I don't like it.
No, me either. So now we see the mixer. And remember that we have some exes here, right? Emma mainly is going to see Connor. Emma sees Alex and is like, whoa, he's hot. Yeah. It's Connor's birthday.
Yay.
Emma says seeing Connor brought up a lot of emotions and it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Brittany's telling the group that she and Devontae didn't bang, but they did a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, she's not saying, I put his dick in my mouth. I did this, I did that. She's just like, we were getting there.
We were on the couch.
It felt different because she was telling the group rather than looking into the camera and saying it right in front of him to embarrass him.
Yeah.
So Devante is telling Chris that Brittany's a very devoted woman and she's celibate.
Yeah.
Now we see Brie and she's starting to spiral.
Oh, she's becoming unhinged.
I'm interested to know what you think is behind this. Let me read it and then you tell me.
Okay.
She's like, it's so weird that we had these weird, like intense connections in the pods. And now here we are and nothing is deep. Everything is surface. It's just like shots. Like this is bothering me. Why are we not talking to the people we connected with in the pods? Okay. What'd you make of this?
She wanted to have a conversation with Chris. She wanted Chris to come up to her to be like, oh my God, Brie.
Okay, we're on the same page here.
Yes.
Yep.
She was not the center of attention at that party, and it bothered her so much.
I agree 100%. I literally wrote, she's upset that Chris didn't drop to his knees and say, oh my God, Brie, you are so beautiful. I made a terrible mistake.
Yes.
That's what she wants. I'm not saying she wants Chris.
No.
But she wants everyone she connected with to be like, oh, fuck, I missed out. You were the hottest one.
Yes. We had she probably wanted all the guys to come up to her, regardless of who they were. Yeah. Like, oh, I remember talking to you that first day. You were so funny. Oh, this is Brie. Oh, Brie. Yeah.
And you can kind of see like this part where she's going like, hey, Connor, your ex is here and stuff like that. And Connor goes, you are just stirring the shit.
Yeah.
And I just feel like for Connor, he's not that kind of guy.
No. And the more I see Connor and Brie together, I do not get love vibes. I get like, we're cousins and we've been hanging out our whole lives. Let's razz on each other vibes.
Yeah. Like James and Emma on Suddenly Amish. Which, guys, we pulled the plug on. So you know, we're done. We're out. I might mention it here and there on other shows if I happen to watch it. I don't even know if I can watch the rest of it.
No, I don't even care how it ends up.
So the men are debriefing, and this is where Alex finally says, she's not what I normally go for. I mean, I love dark features. And Chris is like, it's so natural with us. Jess is perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Mike is starting to say, well, Emma's a little bit of a slob.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Her suitcase is a mess. He doesn't like the way she squeezes toothpaste out of the tube. No. I've heard her mention it twice.
Yep. So now the girls are debriefing and they say everyone kind of matches well. And Amber talks about not liking or not trusting or not being into men. She's been really burned. And Jordan has really turned her. Yeah. And she's like, he's such a good guy. And I'm like, could these two be okay?
When I hear her say that, I think she is telling herself he's a good guy. He's going to be a good stepdad. He's going to treat me well. I need to like him.
As somebody who's been overweight most of my life, I talk about my experience as a fat person all the time. This is sometimes as hurtful as other stereotypes we make about bigger people, right? Not that Jordan's fat. I'm not saying that.
No,
but she describes him as husky.
Yes.
And she's like, I like a husky guy. And I feel like we often get the nice label put on us. Like you're always immediately friend zoned because you're never the one that's attractive, if that makes sense.
Because you're the nice guy. You're always helping me out. I need to move. I'm going to call you. You're not going to say no.
Becca, if I could tell you the amount of men who come to me with problems about their wives or girlfriends, and it's like weird because they assume that I am like benign.
You're
like
safe.
I'm the safe place. It's like, no, nope. Not anymore because I don't leave my house. But you know,
and I have friends.
When I was an adult out in the workplace.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. But I just feel like she's convincing herself that she needs to be with this kind of guy because all those other guys never worked.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that for him. I want her to think that he's sexy and all the things that he wants to be to somebody. So I hope that we get past this.
I think he's going to pick up on that, though.
But production's not helping.
No.
So Emma and Mike are talking later about the couple. So they're at home and they're kind of debriefing.
Yeah.
And he says he was surprised. This was fucked up. He goes, I was really surprised by Amber. I mean, she has a kid and shit, but she looks good. Yeah. What do you think happens when you have a kid, Michael?
Yeah.
You think like your vagina just falls and hangs to the floor now and you just have to drag it around and your skin starts to sag with it? Like what?
Or maybe he just thought like her boobs would be to her knees. Like she'd look like a librarian.
Yeah. It's some of the like hottest women in the world have had many children. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
But he's like, she's hot. She's in shape. He's
like, I'm shocked.
Yes.
So she asks if he talked about her. Emma says, did you talk about me to the guys? And he's like, well, yeah, I told them you were disorganized. And he's like, not that there's anything wrong with that, Jerry Seinfeld, but I'm starting to pick up on it and learn about it. So later they're making out in the hot tub. And even then he brings up that he's tripped over her shoes. How messy is this woman?
I'm going to fully admit something. When I go to hotels, I become a slob. I have stuff everywhere, towels on the floor.
You're not home.
So maybe that's just how she is. Maybe she's a hotel slob like me.
My suitcases are never well packed or organized. Who organizes a suitcase?
Well, I do.
There's probably 95,000 people out there who do.
I have those packing cubes, and because I'm always packing too much, so I need to just smash it all in there.
Okay. Yeah. Brittany and Devontae have some chats between them. And I just wrote there's zero chemistry between these two.
And
zero
she's
chemistry.
Feeling it.
She's feeling it.
Yeah.
So in their room, Bree is still spiraling. We're back to Breezy and Spees, guys. And Bree is spiraling that she didn't get enough attention from Chris.
Yeah.
And Connor's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
And she goes, there were people in there. Or there were people at this mixer. Like I told them things I literally never told anyone else. Don't you agree? Like, isn't this weird for you? And he's like, we had different experiences because you were that person for me.
Yeah. And then he just kind of stares off and you can tell he's been drinking all day too.
They're both drunk, I think.
He's got those drunk eyes and he's just
and they're both sunburned.
Yes. He has red cheeks and he's just like, no, I told you everything. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, didn't you want to talk to Emma? And he's kind of like, no, that's fine. So Brittany now starting to notice that Devontae is disengaged. She says she gets up in the morning. She has to go look for him. Yeah. Later, they have a conversation about having babies and they love one another. And she's kind of like,
no.
Do you tell me why you're being this way? Like, do you like your space? Yeah. You don't seem to want to be touched when it's hot. And he kind of gives this weird explanation about like
his nothing time. Like he goes into his nothing box. I was like, oh, it sounds like
and this is interesting because at this point, Becca, I had totally forgotten that his grandfather died.
You know what? At this point I had to. Yes.
So I'm like, maybe he just is like grieving.
Yeah. And that does come up later on. He says, I'm going home to one less family member. And it's like just dawning on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They do these crazy activities. Emma and Mike ride bikes on high wires. Nope. Alex and Ashley ride horses. Nope. I wrote, is she a horse girl? I think she is.
I think she is.
Because she's like, here's what you need to do. Da, da, da. Yeah.
She seems like she would be into riding horses.
Bree and Connor are sand surfing. Yeah, I could probably do that.
No, I would.
I couldn't do it, but I could attempt it.
I don't want sand all everywhere. I hate it.
Jordan and Amber are just playing frisbee.
That's a lot for him. They just have to show how unathletic he is.
I guess.
He can't ride bikes. Like, we can't put him up on that wire. Weight restrictions.
I guess not. They just are fat shaming this guy constantly. And again, he is not fat.
No.
He's like a normal sized person.
And I think he can't even throw the frisbee because she's like, wow, that sucks.
You know what? I'm starting to think so. full disclosure, I was seriously thinking about applying to be on the Traders, right?
Yes,
Because
I
they're
think you
hiring
should.
like a regular thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can't because I would get this edit and it would hurt me too much. I would be way too sensitive because they would get me eaten.
Yes.
They would get my bald spot on top of my head. They would pick me up when I wake up. Forget it. If
Yeah.
anybody had camera on me when I wake up, it's obscene. Like, I just can't. If I have to sleep in a room with somebody else, I'm afraid I'll like snore and snarl, and I'm disgusting. Nobody wants to be around me. Will I have my tub? Probably not.
No.
So like, I'm starting to think I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking the challenges might be hard because I don't think you could do those.
I don't think I could do those. No, the one where they have to run up the hill with all the gold in the bag. Could you imagine?
No.
My knee would hurt.
I don't want to see someone put a coffin in my open grave. Like, that would hurt my feelings.
No. I just think the edit I would get a bad edit. I would be a real easy target.
Yeah.
And I would get a bad edit. And not only that, like, I trust everyone too easily. So I'd be real bad at it. And I feel like they would kind of make fun of me.
Yeah. And they would kind of keep me around because I'm so dumb. And I'm just like, who do you want me to vote for?
Yes. And I would like fall for somebody like Rob Roush and just be like, okay, I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Yes. Yeah. Make me a traitor. I will, whatever you need me to do, I will do.
So I'm not going to apply. I've decided.
Well,
okay.
Those are some good reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. I know how it will go. So Devontae and Brittany are doing jet skis and we see a whale.
Yeah.
And I was so excited.
That was very cool.
If you guys are new here and you don't know, I'm obsessed with whales. Becca bought me a beautiful made me a beautiful multi-whale picture.
Yep.
Was that for my birthday?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. People have sent me so many whale things. Like I love whales. So I was very excited to see some whale porn.
Yeah. And they were very excited because they got to use that drone and show it overhead.
Yes. And Vic and Christine are just playing cornhole somewhere in the United States. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So now we get to the pool party. This is kind of where the stuff happens.
Well, also, I love when they were fighting, she's like, I need a part 2. I need a part 2. And the producers are like, how can we get them together again? Pool party. And here's where now Amber has to shave Jordan's back. Jesus Christ, people. What's next? She's going to be popping his pimples. Come on. So, God, he's Shrek.
Yes, they're making him Shrek. It's terrible. So Bree again is like, Chris was so challenging and expansive for me in the pods. It's so weird to not acknowledge that. Okay. Yeah. So finally, Chris comes over to her.
Oh, she's so excited.
And I have clocked what this woman is doing. Because listen, I've been very desperate in my life at times. And I saw exactly what she was doing. But I've never been hot. See, that's the thing. When you're hot, you can bend the rules.
The rules are different. Yeah.
So he comes over. He sits by her. She's totally putting feelers out to him. Don't you think?
Yes. Like, how good is your relationship? Without saying how good is your relationship. And
he at first seems to not be feeling this at all.
No.
He keeps bringing Connor back into the situation. He actually says to her, you sound like you smoke 3 packs a day or you never shut up. That's not a compliment.
No, but Connor has also made those comments too. Like, man, this chick does not stop talking.
Keep saying it.
Yeah.
Which is how I would feel somebody would say about me in the pods.
Oh, yeah. I feel like my husband probably thinks that all the time. He doesn't say it out loud though.
I set up a podcast. I do 10 episodes a week. Can't stop talking.
I beg to be on this podcast. Can't stop talking.
So she says to him, I could just see you and I hanging out and doing all these things. You know, we probably still would. Like, take me ice bathing, doing all this stuff. And Chris, and she goes like this. She goes, Connor's got to understand, like, Chris is still going to take me to do all these things. Like, I could totally see us still hanging out. I just appreciate your energy. I appreciate your energy. And he's like, yeah, you and Connor can come over and do the ice bath. And she's like, Connor won't do an ice bath. Womp womp.
And then she's like,
ice plunge, sorry.
She's like, yeah, and I keep telling Connor, oh, Chris would do that. Chris would do that. She's going to drive Connor crazy.
And Chris keeps steering the conversation back to her and Connor.
Yep.
Because at one point she's like, do you think we match together? I'm insecure. I don't know. And he's like, you guys look great together.
Yeah.
And she's like, really? Connor's really annoyed by this. He sees them.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to admit some of my insecurities have come out. I feel bad for him.
I feel bad. He's just wearing that hat. Like,
yeah. So he chats with Emma now, and she's, don't forget they were each other's number 1, 2, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
And she says, he's like, how's it going with Mike? And she says, it's good, but he's really clean. He has his shit together. And Connor's kind of like, yeah, Bree too, really clean. And I'm afraid I'm going to get yelled at for like leaving my clothes on the floor in the bathroom. Sir, you are a grown man.
Yeah.
I understand. When I go in the bathroom, not that anyone needs to know this, I take my clothes off, I get my tub, I do my thing, I get out,
I grab my clothes,
then I pick my clothes up and I put them in the clothes hamper.
As an adult would do.
The bathroom is left how I found it.
Yeah, exactly. Not Connor nor Emma. No.
So now they play Have I Ever, and I just wrote, Alex and Ashley are not here, thank God.
And this is not a game you play with people. No, this is always a recipe for disaster. Agreed. Everyone always gets their feelings hurt. People take things the wrong way. You don't play these kind of games.
Agreed. So one of the questions is about hickeys. Nothing really big happens here, but one of the questions is about hickeys. And Devontae's never had one. Brittany's like, I could give you a hickey. And Devontae's like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
He's not into her.
He's not into her. And I don't know why, because I am.
I know she is. Okay. So we need to talk about Alex for a second.
Oh.
I think we can all agree that according to conventional beauty standards,
yes,
Alex is probably the best looking guy here.
Unfortunately, yes, he is.
Just based on looks.
Just
the minute he opens his mouth, I want to throw up all over the place.
No, yeah.
But just as he told us, the shell that everyone thinks is real hot.
He was given a good one. Yeah.
The fact that he is all over Brittany. She's hot, Devontae. What are you doing?
She's gorgeous. I love her hair. It always looks perfect. I think she has a larger frame chest, but she dresses for it and super cute. Yes.
And Brittany's getting really annoyed with Devontae. And finally she's complaining to Jess about it. And she's like, look, I told him if we need to have sex, if that's what you need to get the wall down, let's just do it. Let's just do it, girl.
No. And that, it hurt me so much because that is such a girl way of thinking. Like, I'll just compromise.
Have sex with him.
I'll have sex. I'll compromise what my values are because I just want him to like me.
Yeah.
And now she's feeling desperate to have him like her.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to watch. So he's telling the boys, meanwhile, like she's insecure about something being wrong, but nothing's being wrong. She is picking up every single nonverbal cue you are sending her, which is, I'm not into you.
And he said, like, she needs constant reassuring.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Alex and Brittany and his attack on her is what I'm calling it.
When he verbal attack. Literally got her in the corner.
Yeah. So Alex corners Brittany and he's like, I think this guy word vomits so much. Like I haven't had time to really sit with this and figure out what is going on here.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to know what you listeners think. Like, what is this? Because he's just kind of word vomiting and his words don't make sense.
No, what he does is he says so many words that you actually get confused, but you're still in the conversation with him because you're so confused.
Yes.
And you think you know what he's talking about.
Yes.
but he's just like manipulating words.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
You nailed it. Yep.
Like
he's manipulating her.
Yeah. But with like words that don't make sense.
Right.
Yes.
Because he thinks he's smart.
Oh, he thinks he's so smart.
He's the smartest one in the room.
Oh,
so
God.
He says to her, like, I think physicality is important. And Brittany, well, he tells us this.
Yeah.
I think physicality is very important. And Brittany is someone I would date before the pause. She's very fit. She has tan skin, dark features. So he sits with her and he immediately tells her, Ash is not the type I would go for, right? And he puts right at the end of everything. Like, right? Like she's not the type I'd go for. I'm still trying to figure out, like, if the physical matches the emotional. Dude, douchebag. That's not what you're saying to Ash.
No.
You're telling Ash she's super fucking hot.
She's the girl of your dreams. Like, you're so happy. You've never been happier. You're not nervous because you don't get nervous.
So this is my best guess at what's going on here. This guy, this is the sentence I wrote. This guy's a douchebag who has done Instagram therapy on himself.
Yes. Oh, God.
And talks way too much and doesn't know what anything means.
No.
So now Brittany goes, well, have you expressed to Ash that she's not your physical type? And he goes, briefly, but I think it needs to be reset, right? Like, I think it needs to be reset. I'm one of those guys. Like, if it's not there, and I'll break your heart to your face. You know, I'm not foreshadowing here, right? Like, I'm not foreshadowing, but I'm very comfortable saying what I need to say. Like, I will destroy you right to your face. That's the kind of bro I am. You know what I mean?
Whoa. Wow. Okay. Thank you, sir.
And then he goes, I hope you're in the same spot. I'd love to hear. Why do you hope she's in the same spot?
And he puts these words on the end of sentences where you're like, right? So then he thinks you're agreeing with him, but you're confused because you're like, why is he saying right? Like,
and then Brittany, girl,
she fell into it he like hypnotized her with his eyes.
She folded faster than I folded when I met Rob from 90 Day Fiance. Bing, right down.
Right down.
She went down quick. And she's like, well, now that you mention it, you know, I do struggle. And Devontae's not my usual type. And Alex is like, what's your type?
Yeah.
And she says, tall, athletic, like dark, basically you.
Dark and handsome, brown hair, black eyes. Like, yeah.
And Alex says, I mean, the physical is important, right? I mean, I don't want you to end up settling. Wait, I should rephrase that because I love that dude upstairs. But, you know, it's a very prevalent part of this process, right? And you have to give space for this. And then he says, verbatim, quote, and I think Ash and Devontae would both understand that because I'm sure they're both playing the same level of game. No.
What?
I don't think they are playing games.
What game are you playing, sir? Like, and then she says, like, she's like, what does she say? Like, I haven't talked to him about our looks yet, but how do you bring it up? Like, he's now putting in her head that she's not attracted to him.
Yep.
Yes.
And she goes, well, I've always said that love is blind, but like to an extent, right? And he's like, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she says, I guess this is a test. Like, you know, is the physical more important than the emotional? And she tells the camera, this makes me nervous for Ashley because Alex has a little bit of ruthlessness in him.
Yeah. But
girl, you just folded.
But she was able to say that sentence because she was away from him. So the spell was broken.
Yes, the spell was broken. Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what the hell did I just go through? This is dangerous.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Last page of notes. Now Alex goes back to Ashley and they're in the bathroom. And this is the weirdest scene.
So weird.
She's like, so just really benign. Like, how'd today go? Did you have any interesting conversations? Any flirty girls? Like, just joking, right?
Just convo.
He immediately crosses his arms, defensive stance.
Mm-hmm.
And just word vomits way too much. No, I'm not flirty. I'm focusing on my guys. And he cycles through all the girls. Mm-hmm. And then he gets to Britt and he's like, flirty? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm very easy. I'm open to talk to, right? So I don't think it came off flirty, right? Like, I'm pushing Devontae and Britt together. I'm supportive of them. That's my guy, right? Yeah. I don't think it came off flirty, but I'm happy to run it back with you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, coach.
And he's like, roll the clip. Like,
oh my God. And I just wrote, well, if she wasn't suspicious before,
yeah,
she is now. Doth protest too much.
And then he also kind of threw it out there in his conversation with her, like, oh, I don't think they're doing too well. I think they've got some problems.
Yeah. And then they talk about moving a lot. He wants to move all over. This guy is a problem.
He's a Cody Brown. Let's move every 2 years.
He is a problem and he's running from something.
Yep.
And she says to him, I am not used to living like that. So I'm just going to kind of need you to be my rock and security. Girl, he's not going to be either one of those.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
And he's like, well, I've cleared all these hurdles. I faced the end of my soccer career and this and that. And then he says, there aren't any problems right now. So let's not make any.
Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
How did this turn into this? Like, this guy is dangerous. Ashley, you are in danger, girl. Run. Like, no.
Then we get Bree and Connor. She tells Connor she was happy to talk to Chris and might need to again, a third time, or a second time. Is this where she's take two? Is this the take two part?
No, she's just talking about having take threes. Yeah.
Okay.
Continuous friendship.
Jesus Christ. She's like, there's a lot to unpack. And he says, I have to admit, this is a little weird to see you stumbling over this connection. I didn't love it. And he says, normally I would not say these things, but instead of letting it build and resenting you, I'm saying it.
Yeah, I was kind of proud of that conversation, actually.
I was too. And he says, I'm trying to learn that this is not about me. It's about what you need, but it's hard. And this flips a switch in her or something.
Yeah, she realizes she's said too much out loud.
Well, and I think she realizes this guy is not going to play the game with me. He's not going to fly into a jealous rage. He's more mature than that. And he actually gives a shit about me. So she's like, you could see it on her face. She's like, yeah, this is a partnership, a real relationship. Like she's figuring it out in real time. And this changes her because she's like, well, seeing Chris, he's so happy. And I didn't have much to talk about. It was a little fluffy. Now this will wear off. She's only saying this in the moment.
Yeah, she can't stay for long like this.
No. And then she says to Connor, thank you for being patient with me.
And you're going to have to be patient with me. We
see Devontae and Brittany again. This is almost painful to watch. She says, we haven't been connecting. When you walk past me, you just walk past. You don't grab me. You don't touch me. And she is right. Cause she's like, we should be in the honeymoon phase. And he's like, this isn't the honeymoon. No,
this is the honeymoon phase. You just met. You should have your hands all over each other. You should want to be waiting for her to wake up, kind of secretly waking her up. Like, let's go take pictures together. Let's go to the pool together.
Yep. Yeah. He's like, I get up early. I don't want to lay in bed all day. I just like to lay out on the balcony. And then he says something about falling asleep out there.
Yeah.
So I think he's not even coming to bed.
No,
there's a problem here.
And then this is where I remember, this is the whole conversation where he going back to one less family member. And then I remember, it's hitting him that his grandpa died and he was on the show. I think he's going to regret. I think internally he regrets not going to his grandfather's funeral.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right. So she feels like he doesn't want to be in her space. And that's a really shitty feeling to have.
Yeah.
So I watched the previews with an eagle eye.
Me too.
I slowed down my speed to 0.5. Everybody sounded drunk, but I got everything. Here's what I saw.
Okay.
Connor's apartment is pretty much like a frat boy house.
Yeah.
And Bree's very concerned. Yeah. It gave her the ick a little bit.
Yeah.
He has a keg, guys, outside.
He's a little too old for a keg on the porch.
And it's not in a nice kegerator. It's outside in a bucket on the porch.
Yeah. It's
I don't even think he has a bed frame. I think his mattress is on the floor.
Oh, yuck.
Vic and Christine discuss how he would feel with her as a white woman having his children. Okay. Ash's dad, fucking hero.
Yeah. He's right through it.
Oh, Ash's dad is amazing and says to Alex, you're flashy. You're very polished. Convince me that you're real. And Alex is like, I'm really in love with your daughter. And dad goes, nope. That's not it. I
Oh,
can't wait for that scene.
I think the dad sees himself in young Alex.
Maybe
Yep.
because Dad's good looking.
Yeah.
So Amber and Jordan have some kind of fight.
Yeah.
And then he's ripping the mic off. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah. She's locked in the bedroom or she's in the room, won't talk to him, it seems like. Yeah.
Jess says to Chris, look, I don't expect you to text me all day long. It feels like they're picking up and she's saying that in response to like maybe he's not texting her at all.
Yeah. I think he's on Chris time.
And he says, I don't text anybody, but you know who he's texting?
His friends, his boys.
No, he's texting Bree. Remember? Did you see that part?
I didn't realize it was Bree. Oh.
Yeah, Connor and Bree are sitting on the couch and her phone goes off and she shows Connor and he goes, oh, Chris Fusco. That's his name.
Oh, he was texting Bree. Okay. I, for some reason, thought he was texting Connor.
And he goes, do you want me to respond to that? And she's like, no. So there's that.
That seems so sneaky.
But then we see her flirting with Chris at the mixer.
Of course.
And Chris says, I like Connor, but he's too submissive. And I just wrote, are we going to get a beta cuck situation here? Is he going to be like, he's beta and I'm an alpha man?
He won't even get in my cold plunge.
Yeah. And later we see Connor supposedly throwing her out. I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was a joke.
Yeah.
If he really walked her out and said, get the fuck out. I couldn't tell.
But it was like, ooh.
It's going to be a good season.
I have a feeling that when Bree had that conversation with Chris, something is ping-ponging around in his brain that she said. And I feel like Jess is a professional woman. She's a doctor. She has to go to work.
Yeah.
And I think Chris is like, man, I don't have anybody to cold plunge with me. And I don't have anybody to blah, blah, blah with me.
I don't have anybody to make my protein smoothies with.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Chris is in deep to the manosphere.
Yeah.
And even though he might present, like, let's just for argument's sake, Jess is a liberal. He might present as benign, but I wonder if the manosphere of him is going to drive her crazy.
I think it's going to have to come out. They can't hold it in forever. It peeks itself out.
I will never forget him in that pod going, I'm going to push you to do different things. You're going to love yourself. Like, it was weird.
I don't need a coach.
Weird. Yeah.
There's a theme with a couple of these men. They think women need coaching, not partnerships.
Because everything is about a hack. Yeah. Hack your finances, hack your health, biohacking, hack your future. No. Everything is hacking instead of just letting life be and unfold and still taking like control of your life.
Yeah.
But like stop, just stop with that. You know what I mean?
It's a dangerous place, men. Step away from that world.
Yes. All right, guys.
Oh, I can't wait for the next drop.
I can't wait for the next one. So if we get our screeners on time, your next batch will be out the day the next batch drops, which is next Wednesday. If not, it's going to be a little bit later. But let's start a prayer circle.
Yeah,
that Amye and Becca get their Netflix screeners.
Netflix is usually pretty good. Yeah.
Give it up to God for us.
Yeah,
prayer warriors. Please send your hopes and prayers to whoever you believe in.
Yes.
All right, Becca, thank you.
Thank you. I love Love is Blind.
I do too. If you guys like what you hear and you want to support the show, there's two ways you could do it. One is you could become a patron by clicking on a link in the show notes. I did put, we have a Truly Grace Brown tier if you're interested in really supporting the show, where you get both all of this content and all of Murder, She Watched content, which is our other podcast.
That's a great deal.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So there's that, but also, time's tough. If you don't have the money, that's fine. If you can, just click on some of the sponsor links in our show notes and support our sponsors. Even just clicking around helps.
Or leaving a 5-star review. That always helps.
Leaving a 5-star review so that people can find the show.
Yeah.
All right, Becca, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.